think of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, but I also think about things that a lot of other people don't think about.
If I could define Black history to me, Black history is evolutionary, fundamental. It's a very big staple in the way I see myself today.
Black history is everything our ancestors died for. People such as Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, everything they fought for to allow us African Americans to live the life we live today.
Knowing your culture as an African American and knowing where you come from, because where we come from is important.
I think about the slaves during this time. I think about Shays' Rebellion.
Learning about my Black history allows me to presently prepare for my future, knowing that my ancestors, they fought for me to be right here. So, Black history to me means education.
What's up, Savannah State University? Nandi C here.
And I'm Dino.
And we are The Juice Live. So with that introduction, we opened up to get a perspective from other people as to what their history means to them and whether or not they really knew that history. So for me, I would have to say Black history is important just because of the way I grew up in my household. I have an African father and an African American mother, so it always came into play within my house, and I had to learn a little bit about myself in order to be able to embrace my culture and to really love the skin that I'm in.
Okay, well, me personally, I was a little uneducated about my Black history till I came to Savannah State University, which is HBCU. And now I'm well informed of my Black history and I'm a little bit more appreciative of it.
So we kind of dedicated this episode because we want the viewers to see why we are so passionate about what we do.
That's right.
So Dino, the month of February was pretty packed out. It had a lot going on, right?
Yeah, it was Black History Month and the month of love.
So that's perfect. You got a little Black love, a little Black history. Just, brings everybody together.
So I heard you got a new little thing.
I don't know.
Valentine's Day.
I heard you had a little boo-boo,
I ain't do no Valentine's Day.
Okay. So just to start out, the Super Bowl was pretty dope, right? Did you go check that out?
I actually caught the halftime performance with Beyonce. She was alright. She did pretty good.
Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Prove to me you got some coordination. You just might be a Black Bill Gates in the making.
Beyonce did perform, and she definitely had the ladies in formation. A little Black power, right?
Yeah, she had a tribute to the Black Panthers, and literally the next day, Bobby Seale came out to Savannah State.
We want Black Panther Party for self-defense finally, after we finished that 10-point program. And that's where it started. Next thing you know, I'm leading an armed delegation into the California State Legislature, May 2nd, 1967. I still have a ragtag organization. I don't have a lot of members in this organization in the first year. You have to understand it. We never had no more than 50 people in the Black Panther Party by active membership in the party for the whole year, from October 1966 to October 1967.
Crazy, right? One of the original founders of the Black Panther Party right here at our university.
So then what did we have after that?
We had the NAACP talent show. We had Monica Kaufman come into town.
Monica Kaufman. She came for the Southern Regional Press Institute. Did you get a chance?
I actually did. I actually caught an exclusive interview with her.
Okay, check you out, girl. You got the juice.
You so silly. Let me ask you, what was one of your biggest challenges?
Biggest challenge was making the transition from newspaper to television, because I had to learn to write differently. In the old days, newspaper writing was pretty straightforward. Whereas in television, you really have to write to the person to make them stop whatever they're doing to listen to what you're saying. Because, people will sit down and read the newspaper to try to get to the meat of it. But in television, nobody sits down and watches television. They're working on the computer, they're talking on the phone, they're cooking. So you have to write in a way that brings their attention from what they're doing to what you're saying. So for me, having to learn to write conversationally was the biggest and the hardest thing for me to do. Once I got it, it was fine, but it was not an easy thing for me to learn. It's like when I went back to college in my master's program. My first paper in one class got a B, and I'm like, I better write it than that. And the teacher said to me, this is not a TV station. This is academia. So then I said, well, tell me how you want me to write it. And she gave me the list of how to do academic writing. I thought it was the worst writing I've ever done, but I got an A in the class. But I learned to write for academia. So everything is different. You have to be willing to change to get what you want. And that's probably a concern for many of my students. You know, I have to say to young women, if you're going to get a job in television, you're going to have to remove this. You're going to have to, your fro is really pretty, but I couldn't wear a fro until after I'd proven myself. So you're going to have to do your hair, middle American, particularly if you're starting in a small market. Because if you don't, they're going to spend more time talking about your hair versus what you're saying. So look middle American, quote unquote.
I got you.
So, Nandi, what did you and Monica get a chance to talk about?
Well, we actually talked for a long time. I got to get to know her a little bit more. She's really down to earth. But if I had to say something, she kind of gave me insight on how to land a job working in the news industry. Wow. Pretty dope. And then not to mention, she actually gave me some cuts on my resume. She actually clipped it and went up completely through it. Like,
so you really think you got the juice now?
I mean, I did, because I had an exclusive chance to sit down with Monica Kaufman. Like, come on now.
That is a great opportunity. So, it's never about what you know or who you know.
It's who knows you.
So, make sure y'all come out to the next SRPI next.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? We're the rest of the E-Board. I'm Dante, the director of photography.
I'm Wesley, director of sports production.
I am OKK, I'm director of operations.
And I'm Jalen McKee, and I am the executive publicist.
Now we're about to go ahead and get into some of the recaps of the basketball game we had this week, right?
Yeah, we did. We just played South Carolina State. The men's won 70-60-64. They won their 6th straight home game. They're getting ready for the MEAC tournament starting March 7th through the 12th. So I hope our boys come to play. I hope they're ready, and I hope they get this dub so we can go ahead and support them.
And you better come through that, because we need some more fries, bro. Didn't we just learn a different chant?
Go orange!
Go blue!
Go blue!
Go orange!
Go blue!
Yeah!
Hey! But you know, we want to bring that school spirit back.
Now honestly, that chant is gonna get played out just like that Rihanna song work and that dog filter on Snapchat. I promise you, bro.
Alright, let's talk about the girls, the officials. They did their thing like always. They came through and they showed out.
Her girl.
Hold on, wait a minute. You got out the house?
What? That's a first.
Because he always in the mirror.
I made it.
KK was messing the scene up on the game.
Thank
I saw
you.
you, girl.
I had to be the director of operations, though.
Well, forget all that. Let's go ahead and go look at some of the highlights of the game.
Hey, what's up? This is Rock Johnson with Dexter McCanahan, guard for Savannah State University. And right after the SC State versus Savannah State University basketball game, Dex, you guys got to a slow start. What helped y'all kind of turn that around?
I kind of think our bench kind of helped us turn it around. You know, personally, me, we had Javaris come off the bench. You know, I think we kind of sparked it up a little bit, and then our starters got it going a little bit, probably after about 5-6 minutes. So that's what I think had it going a little bit. So yeah.
Did you think that our crowd gave y'all something good?
Yeah. Man. Our crowd is always like, it helps us a lot. You know, we start hearing the cheers and they get us hyped, they get us going. So yeah, the crowd, it helps.
Alright, so after all the fun at the basketball game, you know, going to turn up after, you know we had to go to college night at Starcastle, right?
Yes, it was like ATL and roll bounce all the time.
I mean, Dante himself is Mr. Roll Bounce.
Nah, don't do that.
But you know, I can't skate on like 90. She keep on falling like
Oh, wait, what about Rod Grandpa? He
every Thursday.
Right. He on time.
Make sure he go.
And skate ring even open. He there.
All
He the
I'm
last
saying
one to
is
leave.
We had a large amount of support coming out, supporting the Juice Live at the skating rink. It goes down every Thursday at Starcastle on Mall Boulevard. I'm telling you, this is an event
the place to be.
You don't want to miss.
Listen, it was my first time going, and if you're not there by 11:30, you're not getting in.
Don't even show up.
I mean, because we got the juice. It was us.
You ain't got it. We got
the juice.
Let's go look at some of these highlights from the skate night. Let's go here, bro.